Hey there, this is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot and Tarot at 12. And this is Pick a Card. Today's question, what's going on with my Virgo? Let's find out. It is Virgo season. Virgo, this is August 23rd through September 22nd. And on your screen, you'll see that I have listed some of the qualities of a Virgo just to give us an idea. Now, these aren't the only qualities, and I'm sure if you are a Virgo or you are closely associated with a Virgo, you can confirm these and probably add some others. But this just gives us a general idea. Qualities of a Virgo, typically affectionate and thoughtful, good at hiding emotions, analytical, finds confidence, ambition, and intelligence appealing, can be bossy and controlling, does not like to be judged, loves with passion, is loyal, and loves being independent and self-sufficient. So let's get started. I have set out 4 piles. Each of these piles contains 3 tarot cards and 1 oracle card. And I have selected some crystals to place on top of each pile. These crystals are associated with the sign Virgo. So what have we got? Here on pile number 1, we have an amethyst. Beautiful stone. Amethyst. This brings a spiritual element to the analytical mind of a Virgo. So this is really good for a Virgo. Pile number 2, we have carnelian. Carnelian helps Virgos to channel their passions. This helps them to stay motivated and focused while they're working on things. So that's awesome. Here, this pile, we have a citrine. Citrine helps Virgos to settle the conflict that they might have between the natural chaos of the worlds and their need for perfection. This last one here is a clear quartz. Clear quartz is a stone that promotes self-healing, which is something all of us need, but Virgos may need a little extra help, and this stone is perfect. They spend a lot of time and energy helping others, so this is a great stone for a Virgo. So again, we have pile number 1 with the amethyst, pile number 2 with the carnelian, pile number 3 with our citrine, and pile number 4 with clear quartz. So now I invite you to clear your mind, center yourself, focus, and see where your attention is drawn. You can pause the video if you need to. I will put timestamps for each of the piles so that way you can jump ahead if you have selected another one. But we're going to start with pile number 1. Move these down. And we'll see what we've got. What is this? There we go. Okay. Pile number 1 in our amethyst. If you've selected this pile, let's take a peek at what might be going on with your Virgo. Got the 5 of Pentacles. All right. This is about being kind of kept out. This is sort of about being on the outside looking in. But in the case of your Virgo, I believe that this is kind of a self-imposed being kept out. I think the Virgo, would probably like to kind of just watch from the outside. So this isn't something about being kept out or forced out. It's kind of a choice, wanting to just kind of observe from the outside. Let's see what else. Okay, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. This falls right into with the qualities I listed on the other screen. It's all about helping other people. I think perhaps right now your Virgo is actively working on helping other people, might even be helping you. And this might be a good opportunity for you to see if there's any help that you can provide or for your Virgo. I know that you might be needing some help right now, which is why the Virgo is helping you. But at the same time, the Virgo forgets about their own needs sometimes and needs some help themselves. So being gracious and accepting the help is going to go far with your Virgo, but also check in and see if Virgo needs help. Okay, we've got the Four of Wands. Okay, this is about building a foundation, a happy foundation. And after our last card, this would make sense. This is about helping build a foundation. So let your Virgo know that you are there to help. You are there to, provide assistance, and that you have something to offer. Keep in mind, though, the Virgos are typically bossy and a little bit of an OCD kind of personality. They want it done right. They're perfectionists, and they like to do it themselves. So keep your own emotions in check and know that that's just part of their personality, not about yourself directly. All right, so what else have we got here? Okay, let the emotions flow. This might be a great time to tell your Virgo how you're feeling. This might be exactly the right time, and letting those emotions flow. Virgos, they love with passion. I mean, once they're involved, I mean, they are all in, but they're very much just trying to keep everything in order. Perhaps letting your emotions flow would be an opportune moment to connect with your Virgo. Okay, that's pile number 1 in our amethyst. What have we got for pile number 2? This is carnelian. Let's see what we've got. Okay. I think your Virgo's been working on something that's been taking a while. It's been, excuse me, it's been a long project perhaps, or something that they're working on, even if it's internally, something that they're very focused on. I believe this could have possibly interrupted some communication. Might even have been a while since you've communicated with your Virgo. If you're living together and things like that, of course, you have daily niceties and talking about things like that. But this would imply like a deep conversation, a deep connection has not happened. If you're not together with your Virgo, this might mean that you haven't had any communication, or perhaps it's going to be a little bit of time before you get some communication. So definitely about communication. What else do we have? With a fool, a new opportunity. Sometimes the silence of a Virgo doesn't mean they don't want to talk to you. It means they're absorbed in their own work or their own project, or they're helping somebody. Something's going on that they're working on. So that might be the cause. That might be the cause. It's not necessarily something about you. What else do we have here? All right. Your Virgo seems a little defensive right now, protective of the work that they've been doing, proud of the work they've been doing, and rightfully so, but they're protective of their time. They're protective of their energy. They are protective of it. It's not that I don't think it's not that they won't ever let you in, not per se, but it's that they're really protective of that right now. They perhaps have been working on something. This is a time when they're extremely focused. What have we got here? We are all connected. So this is a reminder that even when your Virgo is not verbally communicating with you, you are still connected. That just might be how your Virgo is and how their personality works with the world, works with you. And right now, they might be distant, but you're all connected. Okay, let's see what's going on with pile number 3. I'm just going to set those there. Pile number 3, that's going to bug me. There we go. I got it on the screen. All right, pile number 3. This is carnelian. Let's see what we've got. All right, your Virgo might be caught between two things right now. Two ideas that they're trying to create something. They're trying to figure out how to do something. This, again, is the way of the Virgo. They are very actively trying to help other people. They are self-sufficient and like to plan things, and they're very analytical. So this makes a lot of sense. Being caught between two things right now, your Virgo's kind of stuck in thinking, and they're also not wanting to see something. They're not wanting to see something. This could also apply to perhaps not seeing you right now. Again, this is not personal. I don't believe so at all. It's because they're so absorbed in what they're doing. And right now, I think there are two things kind of brewing that Virgo is trying to develop or decide between. And it's just Virgo's very focused. Okay, what else do we have? Ooh, we have our King of Wands. Now, kings are always thinking about the big picture. So I think that something is happening right now where the Virgo is trying to make sure that, it doesn't just fit into the pigeonhole little things they're working on individually, but how does the big picture really fall in, which would also include you. Now, remember, we talked about Virgos. They love with passion. So this king, this is telling me that your Virgo is right now feeling pretty passionate about something they're working on. This is something that's really important to them, and they're very involved. This is something, though, that you potentially could be a support for. I'm seeing in this particular deck, I mean, look at all the people there, there are people admiring him and the king, and of course fawning over him, but they're also providing support. They're giving that energy. They're giving that cheering them on. So perhaps that's something that you can keep in mind, whatever they're working on, being there for them, praising them for it, assuming that it is something to be praised, which I'd hope so. But yeah, that would probably go a long way. Okay, what else do we have? All right, we have our Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is about keeping things close to the vest, about silently kind of observing. Look at this little mouse. The mouse is watching these pentacles, which have turned into their cookies in this particular deck, but just sort of watching, observing, wanting perhaps to enjoy the pentacles, but keeping their feelings close to the vest. They're not sharing right now. They're not sharing a lot, which can be confusing, but that's what's going on. What else do we have? Be patient. Be patient with your Virgo. Your Virgo, these are traits that the Virgos, consistently have across the spectrum. So this is something that's in their makeup. Be patient. Remember that things are not always personal against you. This is just the way the Virgo is. Very focused, and it looks like potentially starting a new project that's very, very important to them. Okay, so now let's find out what's happening in pile number 4. This is with our clear quartz. Let's find out what's going on. The Devil. Okay, your Virgo is feeling really trapped by something right now, feeling they're having a hard time shaking something. This could be somebody else perhaps telling them what to do and how to do things, which really rubs the Virgo the wrong way. The Virgo wants to be self-sufficient. And I feel like your Virgo right now is really feeling that pressure or that struggle of somebody else telling them what to do. That doesn't work well for a Virgo. All right. We've got our Two of Wands. This is all about looking within. This is about planning what your next steps are within. So your Virgo might be very aware of the struggle they might be having with that other person, perhaps, telling them what to do. And they're trying to figure out what to do, what's their next step. They're also trying to figure out how they would do it, as opposed to how the other person is telling them to do it. So this is very much something in the forefront of their mind. They're wanting to figure out how to do it themselves and do it their way. Next, we have the Sun. The Sun is about opening everything else up to bright and happiness. It's cheerfulness. It seems like your Virgo is, other than having this event potentially causing them some angst, wanting to try to figure it out, I think overall your Virgo's feeling pretty good right now. I think your Virgo is enjoying the company of others. These obviously would probably not be the people who are telling the Virgo what to do all the time. But I think the Virgo is enjoying working with the people they're working with, hanging out with the people they're working with, being with the people they're working with. It's just getting that, getting that control back. And what do we have here? Respect your boundaries. Remember these things about your Virgo. Respect the Virgo's boundaries. Don't try to push the Virgo to do it your way. That doesn't mean you have to give up all of your power, all of your influence. But remember of how to approach the Virgo. Your Virgo, there are boundaries. There are things that are just coming in too close. Remember, Virgos are very self-sufficient. They do like helping people. They do have that passionate, once they have that connection, they are very passionate and have those emotions, but they're very analytical. They like to think it through themselves. So respect that and talk in a way that obviously speaks to that, and still get your point across, but respect those boundaries. Okay, well, I hope all of your Virgos are doing well. If you are a Virgo watching this, I hope that one of these kind of spoke to you. And now that you know some of the stones that are working well with Virgos, perhaps you might want to seek one of those out. I've really enjoyed this pick a card today. Thank you so much for watching. The timestamps will be in the description. And look forward to another pick a card coming soon. Don't forget to hit subscribe and check me out on Tarot at 12 every day, a live stream answering free live tarot questions from 12 p.m. Central to 1 p.m. Great. You have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.